It's Saturday right now and I wanted to start a new vlog. Right now it's like evening, but the sun is still out and it's so nice. And I'm going tonight to a little, or not little, like a theater piece that my aunt had tickets for, but she couldn't go, and now she gave them to me. But I don't have any Dutch friends. I mean, a couple, but they can't go tonight. So yeah, I will just go by myself and make it a little solo date. And then tomorrow I will be acting for a movie from a girl in my class. Like, we kind of have like film workshop weeks right now. And you can kind of like make a movie in the film studio of one of our teachers, and then it's very like professional and you get all the help. And I did it last year and it was very, very fun, but I didn't want to do it again this year because I just came back from exchange and it would just be like a lot to immediately jump into a new project like that. But yeah, I will be acting for her and I'm very excited for that. And I'm gonna be a fairy. And I think that's so funny because lately, like, so many people always call me a fairy, and I kind of wanted to do a little project even on it, because I was thinking about like how a fairy, like how when people call me a fairy they mean it in like a kind way, and it's kind of like, oh, it's like this compliment that means that you're like sweet and soft or something like that, and that you bring like nice energy. That's what I think it means. But then it also kind of felt like I was put in a box, or like someone freezes me kind of in time in that, and then doesn't think that I can also be like the opposite things of what you would think of a fairy. And I felt like it would kind of like freeze me in that sense. My teacher, I was talking with my teacher about this, and he used the word freeze, and I thought it was great. Instead of like saying stuck in a box, you just say that you're frozen. I will bring you along for that. I'm doing my own makeup and everything. And I will be in like a cute fairy outfit. And for this like fairy tomorrow, I wanted to change my nails because I had something on that broke and wasn't cute anymore. I started doing my own nails since a couple weeks. And yeah, they do like kind of break after 2 weeks. Or like not all of them stay on perfectly, but I feel like I'm getting better. And I think the shaping I do quite well, because I do it with a form and everything. Later today I want to like make some cute design, and I want to kind of like start this also as a little side business. Yeah, maybe like friends and friends of friends, and be able to do their nails as a little side hustle. Okay, let's go to the theater piece. It's now Sunday morning, and yeah, we moved the shooting of the film a bit earlier, so I couldn't finish my nails anymore. But yeah, yesterday the theater piece was so good. It was very simple and was like a one-man show, and he was just like, it was like a monologue but then a story in between, and he moved from different characters like very fluidly, and was about like his relationship to his dad, and like the way, because his dad is an immigrant from Turkey, and just like the generational trauma of like not being they're not feeling like fully rooted. And yeah, I thought it was really beautiful and very funny as well. Like, he made a lot of jokes, that it was very good. Like, he had my attention the whole time. I didn't feel zoning out at any point, even though it was a whole hour of just him, and you know, not so much going on with music, not so much going on. The decor was very simple. There was just lights that went on and off a little bit, but yeah, that was very nice. And no, let me put this down. And I just did my morning ritual, which is just like meditating, yoga, and journaling. And then I also say my affirmations. And yeah, I have to leave quite soon. I always kind of like want to be in a certain energy, I think, before I do something like this. So I kind of want to like connect to like my inner playful side and like my joyful, fun part of myself. And yeah, it kind of feels like sometimes like I want to connect with that before I leave the house. And of course I'm a little nervous because it's like someone else's movie and I want to do a good job, but I think yeah, it's also just fine to leave the house and arrive there as you are. But then sometimes I feel like this pressure to kind of like be in the certain energy already, so I kind of feel sure that I'm in that energy, if that makes sense. So it's almost like perfectionism of me wanting to feel a certain way before I go there, before I'm like good enough to do that, I guess. So I'm trying to let go of that a bit, but I also do like to connect with my playful side. So I just imagined myself being very playful and enjoying it, because I think like I love doing theater and I love improvising. So yeah, it's gonna be fine. I just have to connect with joy, and then things will come to me and I don't have to force anything. We finished shooting. So I just got home literally just now. It's like 9 p.m. now. We went for a little drink after. I mean, I didn't drink alcohol, I just drank cola. But yeah, it was really, really fun. I didn't vlog so much, I'm sorry. I actually vlog nothing. Yeah, it's just too much to think about when you're also there and you also have to do your makeup, and I don't know, isn't really the time for it somehow. Like, I don't know, I will try and get better at it. But yeah, I did my own makeup and I was really proud of it. I followed the YouTube tutorial, but I think it went pretty well. And yeah, I acted as a fairy. I was just like channeling Ariana Grande and like Glinda of Wicked. That was kind of like the vibe. It was very fun. I feel like I did quite a good job, I guess. Maybe not like all the shots, but yeah, I feel like I just had fun and enjoyed it. And yeah, I just really love acting. And it made me think also that, yeah, I really want to start doing theater again. But it also just made me think, like, I love it. I really love it, but I would not be fulfilled. Like, I wouldn't want to become an actor, for example, or like just be in theater, because like I would not be fulfilled. Like, I mean, I love it, but I miss then like the creative part of it. Like, obviously you're also creative, but it's like you're not the person who's like directing and writing. And yeah, I feel like for me, I really love what I am doing, I think, as an artist, where I do art that is kind of inspired by theater, and I'm like acting myself as well in my performances, and like it's kind of like a theater setting, but it's like performance art, you know. So that was that, and now I'm gonna make some late night dinner. I'm gonna take off this makeup, which I'm really sad about. I'm gonna try and wake up early tomorrow because I'm kind of in this new routine of like sleeping at 9:30 or like going to bed at 9:30 and like sleeping at like 10:30. Like I will be reading a bit. Right now I don't really have a plan on what I'm working on. Like I am working on this rap song, but I feel a little stuck in it. So now I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then because of that, I don't really have like a routine. It's not like I have a plan of like what I'm gonna do tomorrow. So I kind of want to like not wake up tomorrow and be like, oh fuck, what I'm gonna do, and then do nothing, you know, because I feel like if you don't really know what your plan is for the day, then it will all just drag on, and before you know it's like 4 p.m. and you've done nothing. I had forgotten that I signed up for a talk with one of my teachers. Like at my school, in my department, you don't really have classes, but you do get to like subscribe yourself or like put yourself on the list with a teacher, and then you have like a 30-minute talk. And I had forgotten that I had that, but luckily I saw it in time and I could still go. So I went to school this morning and I had to talk with my teacher, and it was so nice. Like he always makes it a bit like philosophical, I think. We don't really talk about a project, but more about like who am I as an artist in general. Like he talks a lot, but what he's saying always kind of aligns, or somehow like he kind of knows. Yeah, we were talking about how my work is like a transportation from this world to another world, and yeah, how I kind of like I build worlds, but there's always kind of like this transportation in it, and it's about yeah, being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And we were also talking about the fact that I haven't really made anything yet since I'm back, and we were talking also about like kind of the practice of making art, and yeah, he was kind of describing it as sometimes you have these rhythms and these waves, and that we're like in multiple rhythms at the same time, like maybe in a bigger scope. I have like a one big wave of like, now I really want to collaborate with people, and then you do that for a couple of years. It's like one big wave, and then there's like smaller waves of like, I just came back from exchange and maybe I can't actually get back into being very productive right now. Maybe I'm in a bit of observing wave or something, and then it's like, I don't know, like the way he described it was just very nice and visual. And I was feeling a little stuck, like I said yesterday, but now I already feel a bit more at ease with being stuck. Now I'm gonna eat lunch, and then I'm gonna fix my nail because this one broke yesterday. And then I want to continue writing, because I was also writing a bit at school. Okay, so as I said yesterday, about my teacher saying that I need to have like kind of see my week as like a rhythm, and see all like maybe make a schedule of like different rhythms. So maybe on Wednesday I have like a play day where I'm only like playing with my art, and then another day where I look into the future. And so I just created kind of like a schedule. Like these were all of the rhythms that I needed, I think. So I need like a play day, because I feel like I'm losing kind of like that playfulness a bit right now in my art, and I just want to bring that back. I have a look into the future day, so that kind of means making like a website and looking into open calls and stuff like that. I want to like plan in one of these coming weeks, like a week for shelved ideas. Like I have a lot of ideas that I still like, but I just haven't worked on since like a year or more, and I just didn't have time for them. I want to have like an observation / inspiration day. So that's kind of like, what is it that I'm doing? Who am I as an artist? Like kind of going for a walk maybe, and like thinking about my art and thinking also how my art is placed in the world, and that also like relates to like finding inspiration, like looking at other artists. How is my art placed in a context of the world and other artists? And then just like a productive day in the week where I just really just work on the most pressing project and I actually sit down and just do it. And then I need a personal and free day with no art. I really need that. Like, I work every day. I think I need to bring that back. So I have now kind of on my Google Calendar divided the days. I'll show you next week. I think it's easier. So I have now decided Monday I think is a good day for a play day, because then you get into the week and you can just start playing around whatever I want to do. If I want to use some clay, I will, but not really with the intention of making a project out of it, but more just getting my inspiration going. And then I was thinking the day after that is probably nice to then, if I've had some ideas on the Monday that I want to explore more, I go on Tuesday and I actually work. And yeah, I also like use then this day for like projects that I'm working on and I actually need to make progress with. Then Wednesday, the observing day, finding inspiration, etc. Then Thursday, I thought another production day, but I quite often need to work. Like I work in a canteen of my school, and I think I work on Thursdays. Yeah, it's not always, but I think I'm planned on most Thursdays, but we'll see. But then I was thinking just another production day. And then Friday, I'm often quite tired, and it's like the end of the week, and I don't really know what to do with my art. So I think like a future day is good for Friday, because I still want to work, but maybe it's better to like work on my website and do these things that don't use as much creative power, I would say. And then Saturday, just another production day, and then Sunday, my no art day. So I normally use Sundays already for kind of like cleaning my house and whatever, but sometimes I will still be thinking about my art, and I want to shut that off on one day at least, like just not think about it. So yeah, I hope this is gonna help me feel like I have this subconscious rhythm, because my teacher was talking about that also, that even if you have like other responsibilities during the day and therefore you can't actually like observe or play around, it's still like embedded in your kind of your subconscious, because you're used to it and it's a routine. And yeah, I'm gonna try this out for a couple weeks and just see how it works, if I want to change anything. But I want to really like stick to it. So I wanted to do, actually before I made this schedule, I wanted to do an observing day today. And not production, but because I have put this in now, I mean, I wanted to go on a walk because I was a little bit like, oh, I don't know what to do with my art, and I think I will still do that. But a girl that I met, that I did a performance with in Zurich when I was on exchange, she asked me also to make her video that she's gonna use for her end performance for her graduation. And she's like a recorder, like a flute player. And so then it will be like, when she's playing that, then it will be like the screens in the back of she wants me to do something with like the composers, because it's all about women composers that have been like overlooked. I haven't really started yet, but I think I will start on it today. And yeah, the sun's shining again. This morning it was so gray, and I was really like, I woke up so late, like I was not in the mood to wake up at 7 today. And these are the nails that I did yesterday, and they turned out so beautiful. Like, okay, this was a very sad walk because it started raining just when I walked out, and then also like the wind was very cold. Yeah, and now I'm gonna start working on the composing project and like of the composers, and I've already listened to one of the female composers, and she was born in like 11,000. No, she died in 11,000. She was born in 1,000. I don't even know how to say these numbers. So like super long ago, which is crazy that we still get to listen to that music. And she also like got to age 83 or something. And like that's so impressive in that time. Yeah, but it's said that she was sent off to a monastery when she was 14, and she prayed and stuff, but that her only contact with the outside world was through a window. Like, that's so sad. Look, here it says when she was 14 years old, like she was the 10th child. She was 14, she was sent off to a monastery. She prayed daily, had 1 meal a day, and only had access to the outside world through the view of a single window.